TBC News, our top stories. Tanzania prepared to tackle epidemic diseases.
Of our collective determination to address the global health challenges, including the Marburg virus disease.
Secret behind CCM prosperity.
The party members, they have a vote, they have a mandate in terms of democracy.
Good evening, I am Kanki Mwaigomole. You can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TBC Online, and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TBC Online. President Samia Suluhu Hassan says that the government is prepared to tackle epidemic diseases through a robust strategy that includes strengthening health services and conducting research to ensure community safety. During a meeting with the World Health Organization Director General, Dr. Tedros Adhanom in Dodoma, President Samia says Tanzania's urgent measures in response to recent epidemics, particularly in Nagera, where one case of Marburg disease was identified.
I thank the Director General for this important visit, which has availed us an opportunity to discuss and agree on important health-related matters. Following this visit, we have resolved to reassure the general public in Tanzania and the international community as a whole of our collective determination to address the global health challenges, including the Marburg virus disease. And we have also expressed determination to mobilize resources towards strengthening health systems here in Tanzania.
Dr. Tedros praised Tanzania's strong health strategy and acknowledged the government's investments in the health sector, expressing WHO's readiness to continue the cooperation.
In emergency preparedness in recent years, I also recognized Tanzania's successful launch of Universal Health and Preparedness Review Report, which showcases the country's dedication to health system resilience. In addition, I congratulated the President on her commitment to universal health coverage through the enactment of the Universal Health Insurance Act 2023. We also discussed the government's drive to strengthen its health workforce through the launch of Community Health Workers Program in 2023, an initiative that's helping introduce more graduate health workers into the health sector. WHO is proud to have supported Tanzania's creation of new capacities for delivering health services, including in training of health workers.
We are confident that we will overcome this challenge once again. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank the Director General for this important visit, which has availed us an opportunity to discuss.
In other news, the friendly parties of the Tanzania's ruling party, Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM, urge other African parties to take a cue from CCM in creating progressive policies that directly impact the lives of the people. They made the call in Dodoma during a CCM extraordinary general meeting where CCM outlined how its people-centered manifesto has enhanced Tanzanians' quality of life via development projects across Tanzanian mainland and the islands of Zanzibar. Rehema Sebabili has more details.
At the invitation of the CCM's chairperson, more than 4 African-friendly political parties, the ANC from South Africa, Frelimo from Mozambique, ZANU-PF from Zimbabwe, CNDD-FDD from Burundi, and NRM from Uganda, as well as development stakeholders, have attended the CCM's special general meeting. Speaking to TBC News, the friendly party says there's something to learn from CCM.
Some of the congresses that have taken place our own, the ANC, and even other sister parties, they've been beset with a lot of problems. We all have problems and challenges, but I think CCM has got the experience of managing those tensions much more better. You see,
some of the invited guests shared their thoughts on the advancement Tanzania has made through various projects.
Look on the specific sector: education, tourism, infrastructure. It's all about development. I think for those people who are in the rural area, I think the accessibility has been now accessible. They will be able to transport their goods much easier. The cost will be going down. The living cost will be much better.
Everybody has seen what happened today. Not most people expected this, but this is maturity, and it's time for other people and other countries as well, and other parties, especially the opposition party, to learn from CCM.
There's a message that has been sent to the whole of Africa. Like the party members, they have a vote, they have a mandate in terms of democracy.
As you have seen on health sector, there are things that have been done. Once it comes to the education sector, there are things that have been done.
The CCM's Special General Meeting has adopted a resolution designating both chairperson of the party, who is also the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, and the President of Zanzibar, Hussein Ali Mwinyi, as the sole contenders for the presidency through CCM in the upcoming general elections scheduled for October of this year. From Dodoma, Rehema Sibabili, TBC News.
The outcome of Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM extraordinary general meeting in Dodoma has sparked attention after the nomination of the presidential and running mate candidates. And in studio, we are joined by Peta Nagera. We'll be right back.
Congress. It's not much of a surprise that it should be some surprises, but for many they see it's like it's unusual. But there is a tradition, party tradition, and if you follow CCM, they have their own party tradition that they really observed during the last ended Congress that we have seen. And the majority of CCM members and population, Tanzania population at large, were like kept waiting in a more of Vatican style, waiting before the pronunciation of the Pope. And then we had also a surprise of Emmanuel Nchimbi, Dr. Emmanuel Nchimbi. So what does this mean? It means CCM now is in full swing. They are in the campaign. They have done it earlier than it used to be. It's because CCM is also following quite closely what is happening within the opposition camp, their arch rival.
How is the leadership of President Samia Suluhu Hassan putting the political party CCM into a good stand to win in the coming general election?
What we have seen during Samia Suluhu Hassan's presidency, she has shown leadership, and she really, you can see that she managed to unite the party, but also Tanzanians with her 4 R's philosophy, which is really needed, and they can be copied even by others. She demonstrated ability of high class. I followed the CCM Congress. Was really amazed to see how she managed the gathering and the process. Being the first woman chairperson of a party, ruling party, but the first woman president, she has shown that she's able, and there are many others maybe who can follow suit.
What are the young people in the party learning from the politics that are going and are changing with time?
CCM has a process within the party of nurturing their future leaders, and that in CCM everyone can have a place, and they see CCM is a party for all.
We do apologize for that introduction. That was my colleague Caroline Maleo with a political analyst Majid Mjengwa. And in studio, we are joined by another political analyst, Peta Nagera. You're mostly welcome.
Thank you so much.
What is your overview regarding what happened in Dodoma this weekend?
Of course, it has sparked some of the thoughts regarding with the Constitution itself, but all the crux of the matter lies on the very same articles of the Constitution. But when you look at Article 100, Article 2, gives the national CCM National Congress the mandate to do what they have done yesterday. And actually, the exercise which was to be done in some months to come was fulfilled yesterday. And so therefore, they have saved the time and they have saved resources, to say.
They have saved time and they've saved resources. But the presidential candidates were named earlier than in previous years. How is this politically?
It does not actually infringe the rights of the Constitution, both of their political parties, but also the political parties' constitutional act. It does not infringe those rights. When you look at subsection 16(1) of the National Political Act, does not specify the time to declare the presidential candidates, but what it stresses is only one thing, that they need to do a democratic process. And that democratic process should ensure the rights of any aspirant who is nominated. Now, when you look at the CCM Constitution, gives the full mandate to the National Congress to nominate and to ensure that everything has been set in accordance with the Constitution. And it can be seen from Article 2, Article 3, and Article 5. All those mandates has been fulfilled, and nobody can say you have gone against the rules of your Constitution.
So according to your political opinion, because a certain party had declared, but they're not mentioned it openly in the media who the running mate is, but a running mate had declared that I will run for presidency. So do you think this is right for CCM to do so?
It is right, because you know, everything which is done in the political parties are guided by two principles. One, their own constitution, but two, the political parties act. The political parties act is clear, and actually it spells out that the political, the process within the political parties should adhere to their constitution. The only thing which is stressed is a democratic process, of which you can't deny or defy of what was done by CCM yesterday.
Maybe if you can take a few minutes to educate Tanzanians, because they were shocked on what happened during this weekend. And you don't sound that shocking. How are you going to educate some Tanzanians that are still holding their hearts?
For me, I was not shocked, and I don't know why they are shocked, because everything done in the CCM party is within the rules and the regulations of the Constitution. As I have told you, when you look at the 1977 Constitution, amended your edition by 2022, you will tell in Article 100, sub-Article 2, spells out clearly that the National Congress of the CCM party shall be above all other meetings, should be the supreme body of all the decisions. And so therefore, they can be under that Congress, they can, one, amend in a constitution or draft in a constitution, but two, nominate presidential candidates for both mainland, the United Republic, but also Zanzibar, etc., etc. The shocking is because the CCM had the tradition of having a meeting, a Congress different from this, that comes with only one agenda, and the agenda is to nominate a candidate for presidential election for president, either in Zanzibar to reconfirm or endorse, but in mainland Tanzania or in the United Republic to nominate the candidate. Now, because of that shift, they feel something was not proper. But in truth, it was proper from those articles. If you go clearly and categorically through them, there was nothing shocking unless you don't go through the Constitution. But if you follow the Constitution, they actually, the National Congress did by all purpose and intent in its favor, they have fulfilled the Constitution.
Thank you so much for your time, Peta Nagera, who is a political analyst, regarding the CCM General Meeting that was held this weekend. Meanwhile, Vice President Dr. Philip Mpango has urged people, institutions, national and international organizations to participate fully in the fight for justice and gender equality in order to have fair environment inside and outside of the country. The Vice President made the appeal in Arusha at the 25th years jubilee of Tanzania Women Judges Association.
Watanzania wote, taasisi za kitaifa na za kimataifa,
national and international institutions, as well as non-governmental organizations, should participate in advocating for gender rights and equality, both in this country and in other parts of the world. I urge them to continue doing so, and I hope others, including the private sector, will join in.
He says gender differences is not the base of discrimination, saying it is better to use the differences to enhance gender equality. Speaking at the event, the chairperson of Tanzania Women Judges Association, Judge Burke Sakhe, says that the association's success is due to fair systems that exist. As Tanzania prepares to host a major energy summit, Mission 300, energy access in rural Tanzania plays a key role in improving lives and livelihoods. My colleague Nasa Kingu is in Shinyanga region to find out how the rural electrification continues to change the lives in rural Tanzania.
I have traveled over 1,000 kilometers from Dar es Salaam all the way to the Shinyanga region to find out how electrification projects are changing lives here in Tanzania.
Leah Amos Jeremiah is the chairperson of Nyashimbi village, together with her former chairperson, Andrea Madaraka Ilimba. Both say things are different now since the village has been connected to electricity.
Kusaga kwenda huduma zote zinazohitaji umeme.
For all services that require electricity, we're going to Isaka and returning to Puni. That's why I continue to praise our government for doing well. Now we have machines, people are grinding comfortably, and our services have become more accessible.
Na sasa hivi hapa tunafurahia umeme maana tuna mashine.
Right now, we enjoy electricity because we have machines, and there are welders as well. Young people are finding employment, and we also have electricity in schools and clinics.
I took time to move around, and here I met some of the young people who are working hard to improve their livelihoods.
Muda wa kufunga kwa kweli tulikuwa tunafunga mapema.
Previously, we used to close early because we lacked electricity. We should shut down by 8 p.m., but now we can stay open until 10 p.m. Electricity has helped us a lot.
Kuna watu wametengeneza hoteli hapa wanauza.
Some people have opened hotels here and are selling, and others are engaged in various businesses.
Emmanuel Kashinja Mwandu owns 2 businesses here, which he says are only possible due to the availability of electricity.
Umeme umetuletea ajira.
Electricity has brought us a various job opportunities, such as shops, refrigerators for cold drinks, and has increased the other opportunities like setting up places to watch football.
He also tells me his dreams, if at all, he gets more capital.
If I were given money like that, the first thing I will do is to buy rice milling machines. Mill the rice and sell it in market across different countries.
This village in the Shinyanga region is famous for sunflower, groundnuts, rice, and cassava cultivation. making it a potential investment center.
According to the manager of REA in Shinyanga region, this region has 506 villages. Amongst them, 499 are already connected to electricity, and the remaining 7 will be connected within the next 3 months. And this is the reality, one of the examples here in Nyashimbi village. Reporting from Shinyanga region, Nasa Kingu, TBC News.
In related news, in the remote Mikalanga village of the Mbinga district in Ruvuma region lies a school that has become a beacon of hope for its students due to the efforts to electrify rural communities across the country. The Mikalanga Secondary School also benefits from these initiatives. Faithangaga reports.
For years, the Mikalanga village of the Mbinga district in the Ruvuma region was disconnected from the opportunities that electricity brings. For instance, the students of Mikalanga Secondary School face challenges that most in the urban areas take for granted. Lack of electricity for reading and limited access to educational resources, among others, were a constant challenge.
The situation actually was somehow difficult, because some actually were not much eagerly to come and study during evening because of there was no light at all, and we expected much to get the solar light, and if it is cloudy, sometimes the light is not there.
A transformative change arrived: the electrification. The Rural Energy Agency has been able to power the Mikalanga village, which means now the Mikalanga Secondary School benefits from this initiative.
The benefits since last year, actually, we have benefited now by easing the process of composing the examinations, but also we have been using lighting for the students to start during the evening. That's actually a benefit.
The impact was immediate. Students once limited to traditional learning methods, for the first time, education didn't have to stop with the sunset. With electric lighting, the school is no longer bound by daylight hours. Students now have the opportunity to study after dark, improving their academic performance and preparing for a brighter future.
In Mikalanga village, there's one secondary school which is already connected to the power, one primary school and the dispensary. All of them are connected to the power. Also, the individuals in the villages also are connected to the power from the grid.
The electrification of Mikalanga Secondary School is more than just about light. It is about access. Access to knowledge, to opportunity, and to a future that was once out of reach. As Mikalanga village shines brighter each day, so do the minds of these students who now have the tools to reach their full potential. Faithangaga, TBC News.
President Donald Trump of the United States has been sworn in as the 47th president of that nation, making his inaugural address in Washington. After taking the oath, President Trump says he'll make America great again. At the inauguration ceremony, J.D. Vance has been sworn in as the Vice President of the United States. And still on America politics, as Donald Trump is officially sworn in as the 47th President of the United States, his presidency has already sparked diverse reactions across the globe, raising questions about the impact of his administration on domestic and international politics. To discuss further of the new United States administration, Peter Manga had a chat with Abdul Shakur Aboud, a senior journalist from Voice of America.
Their expectations are high, especially for his followers, because we should understand that the country is somehow divided. There are those who are for Donald Trump and those who are against, as we know that half of the population voted for Kamala Harris, although Trump won. So the followers of Trump are expecting a lot of changes. They are saying they're expecting hope. And the number one, they're with him, and he answered most of the expectation during his first speech after being inaugurated officially on Monday. They are expecting changes in inflation. They want inflation down, and Trump said that he's asked the cabinet and all the agencies to fight inflation. People want to see immigrants go out of the country, or those who are coming illegally to be stopped. And Trump has said he's going to declare illegal immigration as an emergency, national emergency. He's going to send troops to the border, and he's going to take more stronger action against illegal immigration.
Do you think African countries are going to be benefited with the Trump's leadership?
Once again, Trump did not mention anything about Africa during his speech. During his campaign, he's not mentioned anything about Africa. And it should be remembered, during his first term, 2017, he didn't much do for Africa. So most analysts, most reporters feel that it could be the same, that he won't change a lot in what is happening right now. African policy was brought by Joe Biden, brought back to the normal. We know Biden went to Angola to sign that big agreement. But as a whole, United States' relation with Africa is very solid, but it had been absent during the time when West African countries were moving away from France, going to Russia. America did not jump in. So we don't expect Trump to do the same thing, because Africa for Trump is not as a business area like when you say Middle East or Europe or other parts of the world.
During his speech, Donald Trump says America will remain to be a significant icon for other countries in matter related with the peace and security. What is your take on that?
Yes, he was talking about the fact that he's going to work with Russia and Ukraine and make sure that the war is over. He wants to see the Gaza war over. So he is one who is against wars. So he is hoping that he's going to bring changes to the Middle East with his Abraham Accord. He hopes to bring peace between Arab countries and Israel. But Arab countries are hesitant. They want to see the Israel-Palestinian issues solved.
In case you missed any of our news stories, remember you can always go to YouTube channel at TBC Online and watch it anytime, anywhere. Before concluding the local news, let's take a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday. It's now time for the sports news. And in sports, Tanzania Premier League resumes with arch-rival Simba Sports Club and Young Africans to play their booty remaining fixture following their participation of CAF Champions League and CAF Confirmation Cup, respectively. According to the fixture released by the Tanzania Premier League Board, the league leader, or Simba Sports Club, will take on Tabora United away at the Ali Hassan Mwinyi Stadium in Tabora, while the arch-rivals Young Africans hosts Kagera Sugar at KMC Complex in Dar es Salaam. The arch-rivals match between Simba Sports Club and Young Africans will be played on March the 8th at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam as Young Africans hosts Simba Sports Club. The last encounter played on October the 19th, 2024. Simba lost to Young Africans by a goal-to-nil scored in dying minutes. So the coming fixture will be a revenge as they qualify to CAF Confederation Cup quarterfinals in style. Simba Sports Club is on top of the Tanzania Premier League table with 40 points, while Young Africans sit in second place with 39 points, and Azam Football Club occupy third place with 36 points. And finally, Simba Sports Club Communication and Information Manager Ahmed Ali says this season they are determined to reach far in CAF Confederation Cup after qualifying to quarterfinals in style by beating SC Constantine by 2-0 at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium on Sunday. Ali added that they have a good and energetic team with a lot of experience in international competitions, and they are ready to showcase, starting with the quarter-final matches.
Huu ni mwaka wa kutoka robo finali kwenda mbele.
This is a year to go beyond the quarterfinals. By God's grace, this is driven by two key factors: the strength of our team and the experience you have gained over time.
And that was the sports news. And now, before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Hello there, this is 24 hours of the forecast from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. Starting from tonight, 9 p.m. The state of the lake is expected to be slight to moderate, and the state of the sea is expected to be moderate. And rainfall models are portraying chance of rainfall over most parts of the country. And now let us see of the weather details, and this is what to expect for tonight. For western parts of the country, southwestern highlands and southern region, we expect particular condition, thunder showers over a few areas. For central parts of the country, northeastern highland, Morogoro, Dar es Salaam, Pwani including Mafia Isles, Lindi and in Mtwara region, we expect particular condition, light rain showers over a few areas. For Lake Victoria Basin, Tanga, together with Pemba and Unguja Isles, is expected to be dry. And now let us see of what we expect for tomorrow. For Lake Victoria Basin, western parts of the country, central part of the country, Morogoro region, Lindi and Mtwara region, we expect particle condition, thunder showers over a few areas and sun periods. For southwestern highland and southern region, we expect cloud condition, thunder showers over a few areas and sun intervals. For northeastern highlands, we expect particle condition, rain showers over a few areas and sun periods. For Tanga, together with Pemba and Unguja Isles, Dar es Salaam and Pwani including Mafia Isles, we expect particle condition, light rain showers over a few areas and sun periods. And now let us take a look of the next 4 days weather forecast. Dar es Salaam, we expect light rain and sun periods. Dodoma, we expect thunder showers. For Mbeya region, we expect thunder showers. For Mwanza, we expect sun periods and thunder showers. Kilimanjaro, we expect sun periods, light rain and thunder showers. For Morogoro, we expect light rain, sun periods and thunder showers. Arusha, we expect sun periods, light rain and thunder showers. And that's all for today. Make sure to catch up again tomorrow. From Tanzania Meteorological Authority, my name is Maria Faris. Bye-bye.
And that marks the end of the news bulletin for tonight. Don't miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I am Kanki Mwegomole. Good night.